Hi KonnectzIT family, welcome to KonnectzIT training videos. Today in this video I'll be showing you how to capture and payment from Instamojo and store the records inside Google Sheet and add a subscriber inside your Kirim email. So let's get started by creating connects. So before you have to create the connects, you have to authorize Kirim email and also the Google Sheets as both are authorized app. So I already shown you how to authorize Kirim email and also Google Sheet in the other video, so you can check about that. So I'll straight away start by creating connects. So as Instamojo is an webhook enabled app, so you don't need to authorize Instamojo, you just need to capture the webhook response. So I'll just show you how to do that. So first you have to select the trigger in Instamojo and copy the webhook URL and paste inside your payment link. So I'm going to go to Instamojo and create a payment link. So I'll just give the name. So it will be a flat pricing. I'll be giving the flat pricing. And you have to click on smart actions and click on add webhook. So and paste the URL you just copied from KonnectzIT. That's it guys. So you have to click on done. So your payment link will be ready. I'll just preview that link. So before actually you start the payment, you have to click on capture webhook response. So this will enable KonnectzIT to capture the webhook response. And I will go ahead and add my details. And click on next. So I'm going to enter the test card details, so it will not enable the payment will be failure. So but yeah, it will be the same case in terms of failure, or like it will be a success. So the transaction will be failure in this particular case, but it gives us an payment ID and the time, so all these details. So now we will go to KonnectzIT. So this will actually capture the webhook response. So this will gonna be same for the successful response as well. So status will be updated over here. So this will send the data to KonnectzIT, but it only sends for Instamojo only sends an payment ID and a couple of details, but it will not actually gives the paid like who actually paid, or like payment details. So you have to use another method to get that payment details by using this payment ID. So what I'm going to do, I will going to use an API module inside KonnectzIT to fetch the payment details, because I have to get the user details basically. So I have the payment ID now, so I have to use this ID and get the payment details. So now I am going to use an inbuilt app of KonnectzIT, that is an API module. So this is a robust module, and select the HTTP method as get. So because I'm fetching the data from Instamojo, so I'm going to use get as my method and the endpoint URL. So these details will be present inside the API documentation. So this is the API documentation of Instamojo, and I'm going to use this get payment details as the get request. So I'm having a payment ID, so I'm going to get this payment details. So this is an endpoint URL, you can see that. So we have to copy the endpoint URL till payments. So this is how you will be sending the data in params. So I'm going to select only this link, and this payment ID I'm going to send it in params. So now I added my endpoint URL, and payload type will be JSON, and I'll be setting the params. So params will be your header and the parameters. So in this particular case, you can see that the header will be the API key. I have to copy that same details. It should not change the value of those. So I'm just going to copy those things, API key and the API token. So this is basically parameters, and also the parameters will be, this will be the header parameters and this will be the body parameters, that is an ID. So and I'm going to click on OK now. So this will going to give the option to add those details, and I will be getting the API key and API token inside Instamojo in APIs and plugins. So I'm going to get these details. I'll be copy these details and also the API token. So I'll copy both the details, and the ID will be the payment ID. So we actually get it from our webhook. So I'm going to give that payment ID to API. So now I'm going to click on test and review. So this will actually fetch the payee details from Instamojo. Yes guys, so you can see that data has been sent to API and get the details, and all the details will be there inside this plus. So that will be an additional parameters. So I'm going to select this additional parameters, and you can see that this is a result, success or failure, that is your API result, and this will be your params. So it will be there inside the payment page. So what is the payment ID status, it is failed or true, you will be having those details. So I can select those details, and even the amount, and also the buyer name and the buyer phone number and the buyer email ID. So I'll select all these details. This will be the record. I will be storing it in my Google Sheet, or like creating a subscriber inside my email automation tool. So I'm going to use all these details. So I just selected. Even if you need, you can select additional parameters as well. So I'm going to use only these details. So I selected these parameters and click on OK. So now all the parameters will be shown inside the API module. So we gonna get all those details. Now I'm going to store these details records inside Google Sheet. So I'll be selecting Google Sheet as my action, and select the action as create spreadsheet row, and I'll be selecting the spreadsheet, KonnectzIT demo sheet, and also the sheet. So this will give my details. So I'll be selecting the name, connecting the name as name, phone number to phone number field, and the email to email field, and the status to the payment status. So before I actually sending this data, so I'll just show you my Google Sheet record. So this is my sheets, so I don't have any record. So I'm going to click on test and review now. So this will actually send data to Google Sheet. Yes guys, you can see that data has been sent to Google Sheet. So the record will be added to Google Sheet with the payment status. So in case of success, so it will going to add as success. So in case of failure, it will add as failure. So now I'm going to store this particular record inside Kirim. So I'm going to create a subscriber basically inside Kirim. So for that I'll be choosing Kirim email, and select the action as add subscriber. So you can do that, add or remove subscriber. So and I will be selecting as my list as KonnectzIT demo, and I'll be giving all these details. So that will be the full name and also the email ID and also the phone number, and I'm going to revoke all these things. So now I will click on test and review. So before I click on this, so this is my Kirim email. So I'm going to go to the list. So I don't have any entries as per now. You can see the subscriber is 0. So I'll go to subscriber list. So there is no subscriber as of now. So I'm going to click on test and review. So this will send the details to Kirim email. Add all these subscriber. Yes, the data has been sent to Kirim. So you can see that. So similarly the data will be added to Kirim. You can see that guys. So all these details, my email ID, my name and the phone number has been added to Kirim email. So now I will go ahead and create, publish my connects. So this is what I'm doing inside my connect, and we've been getting a lot of requests how to do Instamojo to Google Sheet. So I'm going to publish my connects. So I published my connects. So now I'm going to do the actual payment. So I'm going to preview that link. So I'm going to use the same payment basically. So, and I will fill the details with any other name. And the phone number. So I'm going to, again I'm going to use I can actually use any details. So I'm going to use the test records. So you can actually use the valid details. So this will again result in transaction failure basically. So but it will add all those records. So you can see that the payment has been done. So according to our connect, so any request on KonnectzIT webbook from Instamojo, that will actually get a payment details using our API module and create a spreadsheet row on Google Sheet and add a subscriber inside Kirim email. So this is what the connects look like. So now I'm going to Google Sheet to check the records. Yes guys, so you can see that the record has been added inside Google Sheet with the name and the phone number and the email ID and the payment status, and similarly in Kirim email. So I'm going to refresh the page. Yes guys, so you can see that the name, email ID and the status has been added inside Kirim. So this is how you can integrate Instamojo to Google Sheet and add a subscriber inside Kirim email. If you guys have any questions on this particular integration, so do drop us in your questions in the comment section below. So this will actually help the other users if they come up with the same questions, so they can actually once we answer those questions, so they'll be easy to help for them. So thank you guys, thanks for watching this video, have a great day.